Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is the video I've been waiting to do. I've been hanging on. I've been, trying to do the Ohio State and Alabama video. I even made the video about, the Press Ginger, whatever the name is, and Zach Smith and Menace Army, whatever. I don't know how these dudes got all these subscribers, bro, talking nonsense, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, I be speaking facts. Like, come on, man. Zach got games, man. Put any YouTuber to shame, man. You feel me? Come on, man. Like, I be spitting facts. And what I say, I have points and claims and proof to back it up. These dudes say nonsense. Like, come on, you seen the video? Georgia losing 3 games? Georgia not being better than Texas or USC? Come on, how biased can you be? Come on, man. But this is, this ain't. Hey, they should like, share, comment, subscribe, man. Good. Like, this gotta be put out there. You feel me? The title of the video gonna be Georgia will repeat a national championship. Georgia will repeat national championship 2022. Yes, you heard it here. I predicted last year. I was right. I was wrong in a way. I thought Georgia was gonna win. I thought JT Daniels was gonna stay healthy, be like a 4,500 yard passer, 33 touchdowns. Thought George Pickens was gonna have like 1,300 receiving yards, 13 touchdowns or something. 10 touchdowns. It didn't happen that way. But nonetheless, Georgia got it done. I said that 2018 class was gonna be the class to get it done, and guess what? They did. I said Trayvon Walker was gonna be a top 5 pick and possibly first, and guess what? He did. So, as you know, I said it. Aaron Smith was gonna have a breakout year. You see when he on the field, dude just create like 10 yards of separation. And I ain't even exaggerating, like literally 10 yards of separation. Go watch and look at the Cincinnati game. Think about look how many JT Daniels hit him in stride. He scored 3 touchdowns, but it didn't go that way. Florida game, he scored a touchdown. Missouri game, he scored a touchdown. UAB game, he scored. Either way, you know what I'm saying. When dude in the game, he's a mismatch. Dude is so fast. Like, you gotta watch him. You gotta look at him, and like he gonna pass you. Like, he's the fastest dude on the field. And you take your eyes off him for a split second. He's 3-4 yards in front of you. Nah, although Stetson Bennett, he might not be able to utilize Aaron Smith to the fullest, but still, you gotta watch out for him. He is a weapon, So either way, like I was saying, this is one reason why Georgia will repeat. It's because, look, man, Georgia returning the best O-line. I don't care what you say about Michigan, man. Michigan, you see what happened when they played somewhere defensive line. Georgia had their way with them. Georgia, you don't bully Georgia offensive line. Think about it. Bronja Jones can be your first round. First of all, I'm gonna say this. Y'all talking about Georgia lost everyone. That's all I've been saying. Ohio State, Bama. And that's who everybody want to see. CJ Stroud versus Bryce Young, throw for 500 yards. And Alabama and Ohio State going to Dover overtime and combine for like 100-some points. That's what the people want to see. But y'all overlooking Georgia, just like y'all did last year. Think about it. Last year, this video might be 25-30 minutes long. Hey, get your popcorn ready, because the season almost here. The season almost here. One more month. One more month is here, man. Y'all just don't know, bro. I'm mad, y'all. It's so damn disrespectful, like, for Kirby Smart, like, to say, like, oh, look what the work he done. And Georgia, y'all acting like Georgia just wasn't in the national championship a few years ago and had Bama down to the wire. Y'all acting like this our first time going to the national championship or whatever. Like, bro, Georgia ain't going nowhere. Look at the schedule. Well, I'm all over the place, but that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it, dog. Georgia was fifth in the polls, I think. Georgia was fifth. Yeah, I think it was what it was. It was Alabama 1, I think Oklahoma 2, Clemson 3, and Ohio State 4, Georgia 5. You know, I think. I can't remember. Either way, we was like fifth, you know. And then we jumped up 2. Okay, Clemson failed, Ohio State failed. Then we jumped up 2 behind Alabama. So either way, man, people wrote us off after George Pickens got hurt. He tore his ACL in March. All people was like, oh, well, Georgia's national championship just went out the door. No way Georgia wins national championship now with George Pickens. Without George Pickens. Season starts, Clemson versus Clemson. Breaking news, Tyke Smith, Darnell Washington out 7 to 8 weeks. Oh, no way Georgia beats Clemson. Oh, well, RP Georgia, Clemson by 2 touchdowns, Clemson by 3 touchdowns. You feel me? Then Georgia wins. And each week it was, oh, Georgia gonna get upset by South Carolina. Oh, Georgia gonna get upset by Auburn. Oh, Georgia gonna get upset by Florida. Oh, Georgia gonna get upset by Kentucky. You know, it was on and on. Or Tennessee. And away game for Georgia. Tennessee offense upset for Georgia. Then it was like Georgia played Alabama. It was like, oh, finally, we knew it. We knew Georgia was gonna lose. It was such a relief. When Georgia got embarrassed by Alabama, which I predicted. You know, I was one of the few people to predict that. You know, as a Georgia fan. You know, because I'm not. People say I'm delusional and biased, but what I say be facts. You feel me? What I say be non-biased opinions. I just look at it. I don't care about stats. You know, stats not everything because they don't tell the whole story. You feel me? I go by film, and as Georgia as a team, you gotta actually watch Georgia to understand Georgia. It's like, but I'm getting on that. Either way. So it was like when Georgia finally lost Alabama, it's like we knew it. We knew there was frauds. That's what we've been waiting on, you know. Then it was like, oh, versus Michigan. The same people who said Georgia was gonna lose to Michigan and get embarrassed by Michigan is the same people who saying that Georgia gonna lose 2 to 3 games and have a bad year. I'm speaking facts. Same people that say, oh, Stetson Bennett gonna fold versus Michigan pass rush Aiden Hudson and David Ajabo, he gonna look scared. You know, same people that's down Georgia right now. The same people that had Georgia losing to Michigan. Game happened, Michigan, boom. Game over in the first quarter. Feel me? All this Michigan hype. Michigan O-line this. Michigan runs it. Michigan run game that. Michigan defense that. Like, Georgia blew them out the water. And Georgia could have dropped 50 on Michigan if they wanted to. But it was no point. The game was over in the first quarter. Then Alabama, it was like, no way Stetson Bennett beat Alabama. And for a split second, I had that feeling. Well, I was like, man, it's over. When that fumble happened, I was like, man, oh my goodness. Like, that was one of the luckiest plays ever. Like, dude did it on accident. Somehow ended up a fumble and a touchdown for Alabama. Came back. Dude, Stetson didn't give up, man. Like, he didn't give up. Georgia didn't give up. And next thing you know, Georgia just came back, you know, and heated up and won the game. Had Bama D-line on their knees, pushing them around. You feel me? And now fast forward, it's like, oh, Georgia lost everyone. What? Georgia won the national championship last year without their best wide receiver, George Pickens, their best quarterback, JT Daniels, and their best pass rusher, Adam Henderson. And their fastest wide receiver, Arian Smith. Come on, man. Like, Georgia could have very well had, like I say, 17, 18 players drafted And like 8 first rounders. George Pickens could have went first round. He went second round. JT Daniels could have went first round or second round. Adam Anderson was definitely gonna go first round. That's possibly 7 first rounders. And not including Tyke Smith, who would have probably went second, third round himself. But he tore his ACL. So why y'all, he is back. So people overlooking Georgia just because they looking at Alabama and Ohio State and like, oh, and then Ohio State just magically gonna have a top 10 defense or a defense good enough to win that championship. When, like how can you bash Georgia for losing players, for losing their defense, and say, oh, their offense? So Georgia had a top 15 offense, had top 5 efficiency offense. You know, Georgia, believe it or not, they averaged the most yards per play in the first half. That's why I'm telling Ohio State fans and Ohio State people that love Ohio State, like, hyping them up. I'm like, bro, Ohio State is dropping 50, 60 points on Purdue and Rutgers and Maryland. And teams that other teams could do the same thing too. Like, that's not impressive to me. Like, yes, they had a lot of, like, they would drive up and down the field, have 560 yards against Penn State, like 600 some yards against Michigan, but they struggled to score in a touchdown. They struggled to score in the red zone versus Nebraska. They struggled to score. So why is Ohio State getting the benefit of the doubt when they lost? C.J. Stroud lost, what? He returned 21 out of 44 of his touchdowns. Alabama, Bryce Young returning like 5 touchdowns. and believe it or not, I think it came from Cameron Latu and Ja'Cory Brooks. He returned 5 touchdowns. Yes, they got Jermaine Burton from the transfer portal. I mean, and my cousin Tyler Harrell, you know. But hey, Bama gave up 37 sacks last year with Evan Neal as a bodyguard. On the left, he was a bodyguard. Like, nobody really got close to Bryce Young. Well, at least able him to get the ball off accurately. He's gone. So why? And Georgia has the best O-line. Yes, Stetson Bennett. He's not gonna go to the NFL, but dude could have a very good year. He could have 3,800 yards passing, 200 rushing yards, and 34 touchdowns. You feel me? Like, that's possible. I mean, Georgia has the best tight end room. Tell me, you got who can stop this for 4 quarters, man? You guys, okay, Stetson Bennett, yes. Running back, Kendall Milton, Kenny McIntosh. 1-2 punch. No. Then you got fastest player in college, Aaron Smith. Well, you got a guard at all times who can just run up and down the field and get your secondary tied. You know, with Brock Bowers, with Eric Gilbert, who you seen, like, when dudes try to hit him, they just bounce off of him. Blindside hits, they just bounce off of him. Eric Gilbert stay healthy. You know, Brock Bowers stay healthy. Aaron Smith stay healthy. With Kearis Jackson, who is 5th year, matter of fact, who a Jordan leading receiver in 2020, who just had a meniscus injury or whatever he had last year, and the only thing he did was return punts. You know, he is back for his 5th year. He could very well have a Kadarius Toney type year. You know, but Kadarius Toney was always there, always showed flashes. And then that last year, Florida dude just went off. Dude had 1,100 yards, 1,200 yards, like 300 some rushing yards, I think. You know, like 60 some receptions, 70 receptions, I can't remember. Dude went off, had a monster year. I ain't saying Kearis Jackson gonna go first round, but dude could very well go 3rd or 4th round and have a solid year. With Eric Gilbert going, you know, back to the first rounds. I'm all over the place right now because I'm hot. You know, like the media, I'm ready for the season to start, man. And like, past all season, bro, it's just been Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia's gonna fall off. Georgia a one-hit wonder, you know, and that's why I think, you know, that's another reason why I feel like Georgia gonna repeat. It's like people down them so much that I feel like it's just right for them to win it. You down them so much thinking they gonna fall off. When, think about it, Georgia can very well have We didn't get it last year, but they could very well happen this year. Georgia could have 7 first rounders finally. And they would have had it last year if it would have worked out right. Adam Anderson would have had 6 first rounders. Think about it. Brian Jones, he go first round. Jalen Carter definitely could go top 5. If not first, depending on which team picking, you know. Keely Ringo could go top 10. Nolan Smith could go top 15. That's 4. Brian Jones, like I said, could go first round, be the first tackle taken. Jalen Carter, Keely Ringo, Nolan Smith, that's 4 right there. Then Eric Gilbert, 5. Dude could have monster year. And I could see him going to like the Bills or something. You know, I could see him going to the Bills and being a monster. You know, with Josh Allen. You know, that's 5. Then Arian Smith, I could see Tampa Bay Buccaneers on. Like I said, I could see him going to Tampa Bay or the Chiefs. You know, dude, the fastest dude on the field at all times. And he's from Tampa area. He's from Tampa. You know, and I could see him going back to Tampa, going back. I hope not, though, because I would hate it for him to play the Falcons and he just toast everybody, you know. But I could honestly see Georgia having 6 first rounders this year, finally. And potentially, you know, Zion Lowe, 2nd, 3rd round. Robert Bill Jr., 2nd, 3rd round. You know, Chris Smith, I think he go 4th, 5th, you know, 6th round. Solid player, but you know his measurables and all that, you know, I don't think he that fast. Yeah, I don't know, maybe he is. Taki Smith, it depends, but I'm gonna say 3rd or 4th round. You know, coming out the ACL injury, I don't know how he gonna do. So it's like, man, I'm spending all that mind for mad. Man, either way, Tresman Marshall, I think he go 3rd, 4th, 5th round. You know, he do run like a 4.44. You know, he's like one of the he's the fastest linebacker on the team. You know, so you feel me? Like, then I done mentioned Nas Stackhouse, Warren Branson, all them dudes, Tyrion Ingram Dawkins, Mikael Witt, like, all these dudes waiting their chance, and they waiting their turn. And it's like, they just getting overlooked. People, oh, Ohio State, oh, they lost, you know, what, have over 50% of Stroud's pass yards, but they returning JSN, and we seen what Marvin Harrison could do. You know, then they got Julian Fleming, who hasn't done nothing yet because he's been hurt, but he's number 1 player, number 1 wide receiver in 2020 class. They got Mika Abuka. You know, he was number 1 wide receiver in his class, 2021. We already know Ohio State gonna be good on offense, which is that's right. But why Georgia can't get the benefit of the doubt with Kirby Smart? Hasn't Georgia always had a top 10 defense since Kirby Smart got to Georgia? Come on now. Maybe people saying, a generational defense, that's the only reason why Georgia won. Georgia didn't have to have a generational defense. All that holding teams to 0 points and 7, holding Florida and 7 points and all that, that was just extra. I mean, if Georgia gives up an extra 2 points, like let's say they go from, well, I think it was last year was 10 points, 7 points a game. Let's say they go to 13 points a game, but go from 38.7 points a game to 42.3 points a game. I mean, who complaining? You know, who complaining as a Georgia fan if you give up 2 more points but score 4 more points? Like, ain't nobody complaining. I mean, I'm not. So why is people down Georgia? Georgia will win it. Like, I don't see nobody who can line up for 4 quarters and have the personnel to stop Brock Bowers, Eric Gilbert, and Darnell Washington, and possibly Oscar Delp if Georgia wanted to. Then, like I said, with Garrett Jackson, Donnie Mitchell, Ladd McConkey, Aaron Smith, and all these Chandler Smith. I mean, Chandler Smith runs a 4.33, you know, a true freshman. Like, Jalen Carter, you down Jalen Carter. I mean, Zion Lowe, all these dudes on defense waited their turn. all these dudes on defense, where did they turn, dog? Chris Smith played a lot. He started a lot. Uh, Dan Jackson, he played a lot. Zhang Lowe, he played a lot. You know, Robert Bill Jr., he was the sack leader last year. He's back. Nolan Smith, he have a breakout year and should be. You know, he played a lot. And you've seen what he did in the national championship in the Michigan game. He was all over the field, pushing people around. Like, so how did Georgia defense lose everybody? You know, like, it mind blows me, bro. Like how college football is. You know, it's like they just look at one part. Because if it was all about that, Oklahoma would have won it last year. Oklahoma got all the hype because they had Spencer Rattler, and we finally got a defense, you know, and we got all these wide receivers. And the season start, they don't look nothing like all the preseason hype they got, you know. So it's like people only look at one thing, and like if you got a quarterback, you win it, you know. Look at North Carolina, had Sam Howell. Season start, we all know the story. Season Sam Howell ended up going 5th round. I mean, it is what it is. But I'm just saying, like, man, like, you know, other reason Georgia will win. Look at their schedule. Oregon, you know, which Georgia should win that game by 2 to 3 touchdowns, depending if Kirby go easy. You know, like I said, y'all know how Kirby is. That's why Georgia offense look boring, because they get up early in the game, then they go up 14-3, 17-3. Then it's just cruise control, man. Just run the ball and kick field goals and play defense. So it's like Georgia offense can get more versus Alabama in the championship game. Georgia like I said, Georgia did the same thing Ohio State did. They went to the red zone 3 times without scoring or something. Because the first they went red zone, he threw an interception. Went to the red zone again, 4th down, they didn't get it. Then I think went to the red zone again. I think they kicked the field goal or something. You know, whatever. So Georgia had it. I mean, they offense can move the ball if they want to, as Michigan game showed it. You feel me? So Georgia offense should be better. The people don't understand. They looking at all what Georgia lost. They don't even realize that this year Georgia team should be all around better than last year Georgia team, unless injuries happen. Like, think about it. Broderick Jones replaced Jamari Sawyer. I mean, we're not tripping over. I mean, Jacob Martin, I ain't like he's a good partner, but I mean, come on, like Georgia's gonna have a good partner, you know, decent one at least, you know. Like, is we really tripping over John Fitzpatrick at tight end and Darian Kendrick? I mean, he's replaced. Lewis Seen, it's gonna be hard to replace him because dude didn't miss tackles. Like he was like one of the few people I seen can hit a 230-pound running back like it's nothing, you know. Like, it's hard replacing Lewis Seen, you know. N'Kobe Dean's hard replacing him. Trayvon Walker, you're not gonna replace Trayvon Walker. He's a dude, you know, that you rarely see dudes like him come out. You know, you can't replace him. I mean, but Jordan Davis replaced with Jalen Carter. Devontae Wyatt replaced with Zion Lowe. You feel me? Like, Jordan, I don't see how. Like, all 2000, Georgia returning more on defense this year than they did last year. Think about it. People saying Georgia defense is gonna suck this year, well, last season, and it turned out to be generational. Think about it. They lost 8 DBs, and Zizo Lard, and Monty Rice, then Jermaine Johnson. He went 1st round to Florida State. It was like, oh, Tyree Stevenson, he was the best player of Miami. It was like, oh, no way Georgia defense be good. Georgia defense they gonna be the weak link of the team, and Georgia offense gonna have to carry. Then the season started, Georgia defense carry. Then now it's back to, Georgia defense gonna struggle. Georgia defense lost to everybody. You know, all this, man, all this nonsense. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all sleep on this Georgia team if you want to. And this Georgia team gonna wake up and wake y'all up, and they're gonna be 12-0 again. And Georgia will beat Alabama or whoever. And Georgia will win the SEC championship this year. You know, and furthermore, they're gonna win the SEC. Georgia gonna go undefeated. Georgia gonna, I'm telling you, Alabama gonna lose good game. They gonna lose to Tennessee, you know, or Ole Miss, or LSU. Cause they gonna beat Texas A&M. They gonna beat Texas A&M. But LSU might beat Alabama and Death Valley. I'm telling you. Then they gonna get SEC championship. Georgia gonna win that one. Georgia gonna catch them slipping, and people gonna catch everybody slipping. Cause Alabama gonna be favored in that game. You know, cause we can't beat Alabama and Atlanta, but we gonna do it this year. I'm telling you. Hey, I'm telling y'all, man, Georgia finna wake y'all up, man. Y'all think Georgia gonna be a one-hit wonder, and we lost everybody. But y'all just wait, man. Y'all just wait. Got another thing coming for you, man. This video 26 minutes long, man. It just blows me how everybody just looking at Ohio State and Alabama because of quarterbacks. You know, it's more to football than just quarterbacks, man. I'm telling you. And just like snap of a finger, Ohio State defense fits. That's what. But you know, Georgia. Oh no, you lost too much. Georgia, go over there. Georgia, you irrelevant now. That's what it is. Like, I have yet met somebody who gave me good reasons why Ohio State is better than Georgia and should be over Georgia. I have yet to met a good reason. All I see is, Stetson Bennett returning and Georgia lost everyone. That's it. Come on, give me 5 reasons why Ohio State better than Georgia right now. You can't. But I can give you 5 good reasons why Georgia better than Ohio State. For one, defense. Ohio State defense still soft, no matter who your defensive coordinator is. 2, I mean, how we know Stroud gonna develop with younger wide receivers. He had experienced wide receivers. Now he the alpha dog. You know, JSN get double team. Who he gonna throw to if they can't get open? You feel me? Like, and he don't run. He don't run the football. Third, Ohio State 4 versus good teams. Like, come on, like, who they look good against? I mean, when they play good teams, they look average. You feel me? Like, you seen what in Nebraska, you seen versus Oregon, you seen versus Michigan, you seen versus Penn State. You feel me? Then you seen versus Utah. I mean, Utah, everybody bragging about Utah game. I mean, they had a defensive end, a tight end playing defensive end. They had a running back playing DB. I mean, yeah, Stroud made some good throws, but he's not going to see that in the championship. He's not going to see that in the national championship. Oh, yeah. Another reason I don't care about Ohio State right now. Back to Georgia before I go. When you look at Georgia's schedule, it's easy, but it's challenging. And it's going to prepare them to beat Alabama at the championship. Think about it. Last 3 games stretch. It's Tennessee at home, at Kentucky, at Mississippi State, which is that. Kentucky, Tennessee gonna help us a lot. You know, with them, no huddling and passing the ball 35, 40 times. That's gonna prepare us to Alabama. Second, at Mississippi State, they gonna have like 5, 6, 7 losses by then. They ain't gonna have none to lose. They gonna throw it deep every time. You know, they gonna try to throw it deep every single time to upset us and get a crowd in the game. That's gonna help us, cause we probably, that game right there, Tennessee, Tennessee might score 25 points on us this year. I think Georgia wins 25, 45. At Mississippi State, hey, that game could catch us again, and Georgia might have to score 55. Georgia might have to score 50 points that game. I think at Mississippi State catch Georgia, I score 31, 55. That's gonna help Georgia. Then at Kentucky, that game gonna help us get to get back right, you know, to get back in the mojo, you know, being physical again, and sticking to Georgia football, and you know, and Georgia gonna win that game probably 37 to 13 or 37 to 20. I'll say 37 to 17. You know, then we play Alabama. Georgia will win 38, probably 27, 38, 27. You know, then, hey, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all sleep on Georgia team if you want to, but man, I just gave you fat, dog. Like, you could say I'm a delusional Georgia fan, biased, but Georgia got a chance to win it. I ain't saying. I'll put like this. Like them videos you seen, Georgia has a better chance of winning the national championship than they have going 9-3 or 8-4. And that's facts. You know that's facts. We all know that's facts. We all know Georgia have a better chance of winning that championship again than lose 3 to 4 games in the regular season. Come on now. Let's on us that, man. And I'm out.